The Ten Commandments is one of the most impactful laws in today's history and today right now, and people around the world, including me, still follow this law and see it as the official laws of God. But how did it happen? The law happened right after Moses freed the Israelites from the Egyptians from slavery, and with God's help, he has saved over millions of people from enslavement and have done many miracles during this period, the most popular being the 10 plagues and display of the Red Sea. After all of this, Moses went up to Mount Sinai to give people the 10 laws that are given to Moses by God's own finger on the tablets of stone. Jesus says the first two commandments, the rules in Matthew 22, verse 30 to 40, that notes, hearing that Jesus' science the Sadducees, the Pharisees got together. One of them, an expert in the law, tested him with this question. Teacher, what is the greatest commandment of the law? Jesus replied, love the Lord your God with all your heart and all your soul and with all your might and with all your mind. This is the first and greatest commandment. The second is like it. Love your neighbor as yourself. All the law and the prophets hang on these two commandments. The Matthew quotes really connect to the 10 commandments because they really promote how Jesus Christ himself says that the first two commandments are the best ones. The Beatitudes is also a law very similar to the 10 commandments that talks about what to do instead of not what to do, instead of not what to do, which is what the 10 commandments was talking about. The 8 Beatitudes were given to Jesus Christ himself, and on Matthew 5 verses 1 to 12, he gave the Beatitudes on a mountain with the disciples. Now when Jesus saw the crowds, he went up on a mountainside and sat down. His disciples came to him too, and he began to teach them. He said, blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are those who mourn, for they will be comforted. Blessed are the meek, for they will inherit the earth. Blessed are those who hunger and thirst for righteousness, for they will be filled. Blessed are the merciful, for they will show mercy. Blessed are the pure in heart, for they will see God. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they will be called children of God. Blessed are those who are persecuted because of righteousness, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are you when people insult you, persecute you, and falsely say all kinds of evil against you because of me. Rejoice and be glad, because great is your reward in heaven. And for the same way they persecuted the prophets who were before you. These laws are the official laws to do in today's time. The Moses and Jesus comparisons are one of the most popular comparisons in the Bible to this day. Both of them have saved people from something that was very horrible. They are both Hebrew, and they have both written the laws of the Bible. Matthew 5:17 says that Jesus did not try to abolish your laws with the Beatitudes, but to fulfill them. I picked those 3 core concepts to use because they explain the most about Moses and Jesus and the laws that they provided us to live our life. The Matthew chapter that was the best one was Matthew 27, and I feel like that was the best chapter because it really told the story on how Jesus got captured and how the crucifixion happened. This chapter is really the best way to describe the death and resurrection of Jesus and how it started. The Matthew story takes place in Jerusalem, and it started when Jesus hanged himself after all that happened when he betrayed Jesus. He had realized that he had betrayed innocent blood and gave the silver coins before killing himself. This shows that Judas has regretted the decision after killing Jesus. After, Jesus got picked to be crucified over Barabbas, and the crucifixion and death of Jesus happened straight after. This whole chapter shows how Jesus Christ died for our sins and gave us immunity from our wrongs even today. The best artifact that describes this whole great nine religion in general is simply a cross. The cross that Jesus died for our sins, the cross that was made with Moses to make the 10 commandments and the Beatitudes that Jesus made when he was later tied to the cross. I believe that the cross simply is the best artifact in the whole chapter and the whole great nine religion in general. I hope you like the CCA and time me a long time doing it.